You already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ LIB, and you're watching PRTV, where you set the stage.
You know, let's start from the beginning. Where you from?
Originally, I was born in West Africa, Liberia. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
West Africa, Liberia.
You feel
Grew
me?
up in Beeville, Banavie Estate.
Yeah,
Banavie Piquet.
The whole Colos, that's what I want to
Yeah.
hear. Because I'm from Liberia too, you feel me?
Right,
I'm from the Kola camps.
Yeah.
You feel me? I was from the camps, and then we came here in like 2005.
Me too.
Hell yeah.
Got here 05.
How was the process for you coming here?
So, like I said, I was born in Liberia.
Hell yeah.
Back in 1991, there was war. Obviously, I was born within the war. There's a little bit of peace, and then war came again. You know what I'm saying? So, most of my childhood was like...
In Liberia?
Yeah, it was in Liberia.
How old was you when you came here?
13. So, from when I was born to the age of 12 and a half, I was in Liberia. So, I went to school there until I was in the 6th grade.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I told you, I grew up in Banavie Estate. I went to Zoe Louis Preparatory School till I was about
all the watching this gonna know what's up.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Like till 2005, and then my dad had passed away actually in 2003.
RIP.
And then my mom was already here.
Okay.
She filed the paperwork. That's how we came. So
how many people came?
3 of us.
3 of
Me,
us.
my little brother, and my older sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now it's just you, your mom, and just them. Everybody.
As far as family that's here, it's just me, my mom, my older sister, and my little brother. Yeah.
That's what's up. I can see you're deeply embedded to the whole LIB, because out of all the names you could have picked, you picked DJ LIB. Go ahead.
I didn't pick that name.
Oh yeah.
Not to cut you off, but I didn't pick it.
How you get that name?
So when I started DJing, I was at Job Corps. I started DJing right before I went up to Job Corps. So when I got to Job Corps, I used to call myself DJ Manny.
DJ name?
Yeah, because my name is Emmanuel. So my real name is Emmanuel. That's my first name. So yeah,
for those that don't know,
we was on campus. I'm calling myself DJ Manny doing the campus parties and shit.
Right.
So one of my roommate, this nigga Brandon, I can never forget this nigga. He wasn't my roommate, actually, he was my shop mate. Because we had shop and I was doing plumbing. That's what I went to school for. Did fucking plumbing and shit. So we was in plumbing shop, and I had this tattoo. That's the map of Liberia, you can see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that was my first tattoo. You know what I'm saying? First ever tattoo.
Hell yeah.
That was the first thing I ever put on me. It's a map of Liberia. So I had this tattoo at the time. At the time, I didn't even have this, my sleeve. I just had this. So he was like, what's that? They kept asking me. And I always explain to them about Liberia, like where I'm from. I'm African. So we was just in shop one day. He actually drew it. He drew a logo and he brought it to me the next day. He's like, man, fuck that DJ Manny shit. We already got DJ Manny Fresh. You DJ LIB.
DJ LIB.
You always talking this LIB shit, this Liberia shit, because they used to think LIB is a gang. Most Americans think LIB is a gang. It's not a gang.
Now they used to
think just where we're from, because I know there's a whole history behind that. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, I had to explain to him that. He's like, okay. Then you DJ LIB, bro. That's what we're gonna call you from now on.
What's up?
And since then, I've been LIB.
And you've been running with it. You've been going crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So like, okay, so you came here when you was like 13. You feel me? You adapted quick. Obviously, you speak good English. You know what I'm saying?
That's because, like I said, growing up back home, my parents was well off. I went to school.
Hell yeah.
I went to a good school.
Shout out to your parents.
Yeah, Zoe Louis was a good school. If anybody that know, you know, it's one that's like...
Up to what grade did you go?
6th grade.
6th grade?
So we was taught English. Like, we read American books. Like, my book bag was big as shit. Like, I had to carry 6 big-ass books to school every day for every subject. English, reading, math.
And I know the
social studies.
the stories people be telling in Africa. How many miles did you have to walk to school?
Sometimes I was fortunate, right?
Right.
that I did not have to take a walk because my parents had cars.
Respect.
And we had a driver, right? But some days...
You had a driver?
Yeah, I had a driver pick me up.
Oh, shit.
Drop me to school,
do
shit like that. But when war would come, like, your parents' shit would get looted.
Right.
And they have to start over. And when it gets to that point, you gotta walk to school. You feel me? Right. Or you gotta take a bus. But yeah, I've walked miles, like 2, 3, 4 miles to school every day.
And here you are now, parties on top of parties. Everybody know your name. You feel me? You came, like, you just recently came to Fargo and you took it over a storm. You feel me? You been doing your thing. And honestly, I gotta give you respect. You're
gonna make a lot of people mad saying that I ain't taking you over.
And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. And it's a good takeover. The way you taking over, you creating space for others to eat and do their thing. You feel me? That's one thing I respect about you. That's why I think
I wish a lot of people could see it that way, to be honest. You feel me? There's a lot of competition within what we do as far as entertainment. I feel like a lot of people take people with I look at myself like I have a creative mind. That's how I look at it. Like,
right.
I love what I do. As a DJ, a promoter, whatever, I love what I do. So it's not about taking over or nothing. It's just me doing what I love to do. Like, I come to Fargo, I can't sit and not do what I do because of what somebody else feel or what they gotta say. I'm gonna do me, regardless.
Got to.
You just gotta, and I'm gonna keep doing me. And wherever it takes me, that's the road I'm gonna keep going.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep doing me because you live for yourself. Life is short, real short.
And you're staying in your lane. And sometimes I feel like people get more mad the more you don't feed into what they got going on. I feel like right now, the way the world is, people just want attention. That's why there's mass shootings, and you've been hearing about that. You feel me?
Right.
And that makes me wondering, you just got a new child?
Yeah. Got a brand new baby.
Girl, boy?
She's like, she. So it was a girl.
Hey, congratulations, man.
That's my second child. I have 2 kids.
Both girls?
Yeah, 2 girls. One is 8.
2 girls?
Yeah.
Now, before we get into all that, when did you decided being a DJ was your calling?
Man, music, okay. So this is gonna go way back. So growing up, my dad had a club. So if you notice, my entertainment company is called Jahquoi Entertainment.
Jahquoi Entertainment?
Jahquoi. Jahquoi ENT.
Was that before?
That's my official LLC. That's my business name.
Oh, so it's up and running right now?
Yeah. That's my registered business. Like,
okay.
I get checks under that name for bookings and all that. That's my business. That name, Jahquoi, came from my father.
Right.
That was his name. That was the name of the nightclub. If anybody from Bonavia watching this interview, you was there back in the 80s, the 90s, you know that nightclub. People see me in the street today and just see my face and knew my father and just say, oh, you Jahquoi's son.
What's your father's name?
No. It was the name of his nightclub.
Okay.
Right. So my grandmother.
Where did he
get the name from? My grandmother's name is Jah.
Okay.
You know, in Liberian, we're from the Loma tribe. So Jah is J.
That's crazy. I Loma too, bro.
Right. So
shout out to the Loma people.
You already know Loma Kante all day. So it's Jah. Her name was Jah. And then my last name is Mazu Akoi, which is spelled Acquoi. So he took his mother's name and put it with his last name.
Oh, okay.
Jahquoi. Jahquoi. So the nightclub was Jahquoi Nightclub. So
very creative.
Yeah.
That's
carrying on the legacy. I decided to bring that along. So my love for music and DJing started within that nightclub. I used to be around a lot of the DJs that we used to come to growing up, and I used to be around speakers and listening. So it's like my love for music started there. Came to the United States in Philadelphia. It just happened that God put me around a group of friends that At the
Okay,
time,
so that's where. Okay, so apart from the original place, if I was to ask you where you're from, you'll say Philly.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because I came from Liberia straight to Philadelphia. I played it with me at. So it's like at the age of 13.
How long you been living in Philadelphia?
I lived in Philly till I had my first kid.
How long?
Over maybe 10 years.
10 years.
Because I came 2005. I didn't leave Philly till 2000, maybe 16, 17.
Did you leave Philly and come straight to Fargo?
No. I moved to Atlanta.
Oh.
When I first left Philly.
How you leave Atlanta and come to Fargo, bro?
How did I didn't even come to Fargo from Atlanta.
Damn. You've been around.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
But
that's a whole different.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and I'm here for it. You are somebody. You are somebody I feel like that people can really relate to because I see you come and implanted yourself into certain operations and got it booming. Right. You one of them DJs. Your presence is felt.
Right.
Even though you said earlier you stay to yourself and you stay in your lane, you still make an impact around you. Right. Is that something you really like? You try to do? Like just some people.
Like I said, I love doing what I do. Mm-hmm. I love doing what I do, and I'm just doing what I love to do, right? But what I do comes with a lot of experience, like I told you, right? So it goes back. Like let me say, growing up in Philly, that's where I started DJing, really as a DJ, like I told you. So I came to Philly, moved to Philly. I went to high school. While I was in high school, I got around some guys like my American guys that was making party music at the time with Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops was popping. Mm-hmm. To make long story short, you know what I'm saying? So that got me intrigued into the whole music thing, from Fruit Loops to virtual DJ. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like, and those guys was DJing too. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. DJ Go Hard. If you know Go Hard from Philly, you know like niggas was DJing. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Damage. Niggas was DJing. So it's like, okay, I start paying attention like, okay, I love music. I'm around the people. This is what I want to do. So I started to pay more attention to it. My first computer was my mom's house computer, the desktop. I downloaded virtual DJ on it. And I used to take that shit to parties and DJ with it in Philly. It went from that to somebody giving me a little mini mixer that you buy from Amazon. Oh. That was my first piece of equipment.
Who was that person? They bought you that because they believed in you, huh?
Right. Somebody that saw something in me.
Who was that? Shout them out right now.
His name is Prince.
Prince.
Yes.
Shout out Prince.
He's in Arizona right now. He's married. Him and his wife. His wife is his couple. Shout out to you, baby Prince. He was a DJ too. So he had the little mixer. He gave me that. That was my first mixer. So I started practicing with that. From that, another person saw me and bought me my first actual big mixer. It was the NX6 at the time. Darian. He's in probably Canada or something right now. The nigga used to check in with me all the time. That's somebody that believed, that saw me do a party. After the party, called me the next day like, yo, come to my crib. I got something for you. And put out a mixer and handed it to me brand new in the box.
Damn. That's love.
You feel me?
That's love. So throughout your journey, there's always somebody there who just sees it. So when it comes to motivation, yes, people believe in you, but what kept you motivated though? What made you decide?
The will to want to win. The will to want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, growing up, especially in the African household, being a DJ is not something your parents want you to do.
For sure.
Being an entertainer.
Because they don't see it right away. They don't see it right away.
No. You know so when I chose to do this shit, especially right after losing my father at the age of 11, it's like this. It's like, when I talk to my brother, my family, everybody's like, if this is what you choose to do this shit to the best of your fucking ability.
Hell yeah.
Do it till you win. Do it till you tell yourself, yeah, I get there. And I do everything I'm supposed to do doing this. You get what I'm saying? If it don't work for you in your older life, you always find something else to be able to take care of you and your family. You get what I'm saying? But if this is your dream and you believe in your dream, that's the one thing that kept me pushing. It's the belief in my dream. this is what I want. I want to get up every day and know that I could pay my bills doing what I love to do. Not going to go lift boxes and do shit because I have to do that shit. But it's like when you can get up every day and don't say, yo, I'm about to go do what I love to do and get paid for it.
Hell yeah.
That's
how you know. That's how you know you made it.
I could pay my mama bills and not have to worry about waiting for a next paycheck.
Hell
like,
yeah.
You
I
feel
respect
me?
that.
I could pay my mom medical bills. I could do a lot of shit just from a gift that you put that shit in me.
Respect.
It didn't just come out of nowhere. No, I feel like this is my calling. Everybody got a fucking calling in life.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? And that's what I found. Like when you get to a certain age, it's like you start looking for yourself, right? That's what we call it. We start looking for ourselves. And when you're looking for yourself, you start looking for who you're gonna be. Am I gonna be a fucking lawyer, a fireman? Who the fuck am I gonna be in life?
Right.
You start looking for your habits. What do you do? Do you like guns? Like, what are you?
You start figuring things out.
Right, you start trying to figure shit out. And mine was DJing.
Hell yeah.
And I feel like, okay, this is what God wanted me to do. And if you look at how my life played out, it's like, okay, nigga, this your calling.
You reached back a lot too. You reached back for people. I see you got the Spotlight LIB going. You playing on African artists. Is this one producer you was producing not too long ago?
Stone P.
Stone P. Shout out to Stone P. Yes, he's hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what is he? What you got? Do you have a label going on, or what?
Like I said, Jackway ENT is the company. You know what I'm saying? Stone P was a kid that was introduced to me years ago that I decided like, okay, we're not on a contract or nothing, but it's just somebody where it's like, I believe in him, he believe in me.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And we just rock. That's Jackway Entertainment, first artist, first producer, first everything. So he's the only one right now that I rock with as far as on the label. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Because I'm the type of person, I feel like if I'm gonna bring anybody on a label aspect, I want to be able to give you what a label needs to give you. You feel me? And I don't feel like I'm financially there yet to sit with somebody and look them in the face and say, yo, I'm able to do this and do that and do that now. So it's like, it's either you believing in my dream and I believe in your dream and we rock. That's how it always is.
For sure.
And that's the best way. So that's what me and Stone is. You know what I'm saying? But he's back home. He's going through some tough times right now. But shout out to you, Stone. You already know, God first, my picking, we're going to be all right.
The right way, you know what I'm saying? And God going to keep blessing you, feel me?
Right.
And when you spoke about mothers, you know, that just reminded me, Father's Day is coming up, right?
Right.
You've been a new father, you feel me? How is your daughter impacting you now? Because, you know, you had a daughter. How old is your first daughter?
8.
She's 8, right? So, okay.
I said my first daughter saved my life.
Hell yeah. You want to speak on that?
Because having kids at that time in Philly is like, I was about what, 2021? You know what I'm saying? I was running wild. Little young DJ, running wild, running with the wrong
I'm saying the power, you got the power, you got the respect, you got the recognition.
Wrong people running with the wrong crowd.
And shout out DJ Recognize too.
Yeah, no, we're going to get to that. We was running too fast. I was living too fast. So when I met her mother and
I met DJ Rebel, I'm tripping.
Yeah, and she came.
Go ahead.
Oh shit! And she came. It was like, okay, you gotta slow down. You got somebody to live for now. So instead of going to the after parties and doing all the extra shit, after that, nigga DJ, pack your bag, go the fuck home. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those things matters. Being at the wrong place at the wrong time matters. Being with the wrong people at the wrong time matters. You feel me? So she kind of grounded me from a lot of shit. A lot of decisions that I could have made just because like I had nothing to think for. It was like, nigga, you got a whole fucking daughter. Why you about to go do that shit? Take your dumb ass home. Like,
for real.
You feel me? So it's like that type shit.
And how, her having a daughter impacts you too. You know what I'm saying? Just move safe. But how does it impact you in the sense of you're a DJ? You gotta move around to get the money. You gotta chase the vibes.
Of course. So it's a sacrifice.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I left Philly. I left my daughter. But my mentality is what I'm doing is for her, because in the long run, things I had to suffer for, I want to do this so she would never have to suffer for it. I could sit there and pay her fucking college tuition.
I respect that, right?
You feel
But
me?
at the same time, though, is the time away for her from her worth what you could do for her?
I feel like it is. You know what I'm saying? How else? You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you look at it, right? It's taking care of her now. Because financially, when I go and do a gig,
couldn't you do this in Philly with her?
With a risk.
Facts.
With a risk. Would you rather her have her father or lose her father? One, would I be who I am today if I stayed in Philadelphia?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? No man can say, oh, I've been successful from sticking in one spot. They got some saying in Africa that say our luck is on our foot.
And real shit. And you bring that up. You said as soon as you found your calling, you understood what you wanted to do.
Right.
You left because
you got chased.
People around you might not. They're so used to you. When you start to do something else,
right?
It might see.
And I feel like,
who the fuck you think you are?
Quick, put a correction. I did it long enough in Philly. I started in Philly. I give it at least maybe 10 years of just DJing in Philly. Before I left Philly, I felt like I've done everything I could have done in Philly as a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I DJ at all the clubs. I DJ at all the parties. Everybody know LIB from Philly to Jersey. I've been to New York, DC, the whole East Coast. I felt like, okay, it's time to go somewhere else when the opportunity came. So it was like, okay, go somewhere else, get your name there. And I feel like it benefited me a lot. Going to a city like Atlanta and being able to stand out and people recognize you and recognize your talent, you're like, okay, I know what the fuck I could do.
Hell yeah.
And I learned a lot too, because for every city you go to, it's a different crowd. It's a different kind of market. It's a different set of people, right? Me being the type of DJ where I feel like I could play trap music, I could play hip hop, I could play reggae, I could play Afro beats. You give me music, I'll be able to play it no matter what the fuck it is.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna find a way to mix it. When it comes to mixing music, I'm gonna mix.
And are you, is that more of your tactic? Like you are more into the putting your own sound into the music versus than just being one of those DJs who you find a song, you put it together, you mash it up with another song, it sounds good. But
so I don't do production. Like I live DJ. So it's like I play music. You know what I'm saying? But my selection of music is what makes me, I feel like, stand out as a DJ. Right?
How do you be able to do that mental switch with finding music and music selection?
That's something I can't explain.
Not overall,
right.
From the standpoint of, say, a wedding,
right,
versus a Polo G concert that, like, when you just
knowing your crowd.
Recently,
the first rule of DJ.
You recently did that too. Shout out to you. Zan, Lil Zan was with
Lil Zan, Polo G.
Well, what he go by now? What he go?
Zan.
Lil Zan's Diego.
Diego.
Go by Diego now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He changed his name.
Hell yeah. He was there for that when he changed his name. That was actually the first show he had when he did change his name.
Right. That shit was lit. I think it's nice.
Real
shout out Zan.
Feel me? But
Diego.
So how you able to make that mental switch from?
You got to know your crowd, bro. Like when I said, I give a lot of years into it. As far as when I started in Philly, most of my gigs was weddings and baby showers. Like as a young boy, my old head would get the gig. He booked 2, 3. He can't make it. He called me, yo, I need you to go do this. When he felt like I was comfortable enough to do it by myself, then I started doing weddings and baby shower. And there was a style of music when you follow these. I was trained by the right people. I feel like I was blessed enough to be around the right people that show me things. I started up plugging up speakers. You get what I'm saying? My old head used to come and pick me up. I go with him to gigs and shit. I help him set up, and then I sit there and watch him and listen to the songs that he's playing at a certain time. You get what I'm saying? DJing is about timing. A lot of people don't understand that. It's about timing. It's about knowing your audience. If I go to a party, I see a bunch of 65-year-old Omane, you know what I'm saying, older folks, and then I start playing fuck bitch and this, that, and the third. They're going to look at you like, what the fuck is you playing? You got to know their music.
Right.
You gotta understand, oh yeah, it's a bunch of
Has
old
there ever
ladies
been
there.
a time where you read it wrong?
Nah. I don't know. It's hard.
Okay.
Bro, I'm so big on that shit. It's like, it's rare. It's hard. I'm really big on myself with that because that's how you discipline yourself. As a DJ, if I can't read my crowd and play the right music, then if I can't read my crowd and play the right music, then I fail completely. So it's like my goal when I walk in a place, if you ever watch me, excuse me, even if I walk in the club, I will stand up and look at the crowd.
They just analyzing and
Just looking at the faces.
But what about
kind
a
of
big
people.
show? A big show like Polo G, how do you analyze that? Okay, I know.
Okay.
I know you know the basics of that's a young crowd and stuff like that.
Right.
But that's a lot of people, bro.
But if you watch the Polo thing, right? It was me and Saya. Shout out DJ Saya, the youngin.
Mm-hmm.
So
young and turn.
If you listen to what I played when I was on the set, it was mostly for the older people that was there. Like people will call it old school hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Juvie, the Swag Surf, the all that other shit.
That's
right?
you, and that's also you
that
realizing who you got on your roster, the other DJ.
Right.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So you know that, okay, he gonna play all this little trap shit to get these young boys going. But there's older people in the crowd. But then again, these little niggas know these songs too. They know these young songs, these older songs. These little people, they coming up, there's time to learn about these older artists and stuff like that. So it's just about mixing the music.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. You put your own twist in it too. So
right.
Yeah, so they're playing a song, but they got that DJ LIB. You bring in LIB flavor.
And one of my biggest strengths, I feel like, is my energy.
Right.
How you go about it is how they're gonna take it.
Right.
You feel me? I feel like one of my biggest strengths is being able to work a microphone, like crowd control.
Right. Not real shit. You feel me? Like you're the artist. For real. I mean, that's one thing.
Crowd control is very fucking important. Like,
yeah,
energy, being able to arrest the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Just know, okay, it's mine. Like, bro, it's like,
how do you do those long, like, hour sessions? You feel me? Where you probably might be the only DJ on set. You gotta do the whole session. How do you like keep the crowd?
You gotta have a strong catalog, and you gotta know how to time your music.
You got multiple catalogs, or you just have one?
When I mean a strong catalog, you gotta have a lot of fucking music. You can't run out of music.
Right. How do you categorize your music though? Do you have files and shit like that?
Yeah. Like when I'm downloading music, it's like I put shit places that I know I could find it.
Okay.
Like, yeah. But how you last is you gotta have a lot of fucking music. Like, and you gotta know when to play what. DJs that get to a party, you get to the party, you got 4 hours to go, you start playing all the popular songs first. You get what I'm saying? Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
But you got like speak on that.
You gotta work your crowd into it. First of all, nobody to the party, so why are you playing all the
Right.
Also
that's important too, letting people gather too.
Nobody is there. You gotta know when to play at what time. Even in the club, like I said, growing up in Philly, I was trained. When I started club DJing, it was okay. You're gonna be the opening DJ. You're gonna be the opener. So I used to go to open the club, right? You have to know what songs to play when people are coming into a club. You can't be playing at a BPM of 145. You playing the fastest shit, like boom, 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 boom. There's nobody fucking there, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Why you playing?
He's getting lit. They're turning up Casper and them.
You turning yourself up.
You said club. Speaking of clubs.
It's like.
Speaking of clubs, right? You are like, you're always the center of attention.
Nah. Center of attention. I'm just
as the DJ, you are always at center of attention because I've noticed.
Oh yeah, when you're at the club, yeah, of course, because you playing all the music. Right. You could, like I said, you controlling the crowd.
Hell
like,
yeah.
So you are the center of attention.
Hey, yeah.
You want to know how to fuck up a club? Turn that music off.
Real shit. You feel me? Once the DJ say it's time to go home, motherfuckers been
party over.
Hell yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
So, and congratulations to you. You are the now official DJ at Classic Touch Lounge.
Sir.
You feel me? New date for the reopening.
Yeah.
You want to speak on that?
Niggas thought we was out and done with. Talk about we getting shut down and shit, but nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Every disappointment is a blessing. God know why he did everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Classic Touch was a great opportunity. You know, is owned by 2 Liberian owners, guys that are honest, you know what I'm saying, that work for their living and took their money and decided to put it into a business. You know, the business started in the city of Moorhead, you know, and for some reason, when they first started the business, the city zoned the area where the building is at as a commercial building. But once the club opened up, the city went and zoned it as a residential area because the neighbors were complaining about noise and stuff like that. So when they started the complaints and stuff like that, God just helped us that we found a location in a great area that's, you know, in a commercial space with no neighbors around, that's right around the same area, and the opportunity came to move. So we decided to shut down for 1 month, which was the month of June, and by July 1st,
see that's
Classic Touch will be back.
Classic Touch, July 1st. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be right
and
back.
that's a good move on your end for taking that 1 month off and getting things together before it gets too bad.
Yeah.
And you know what happens? The Club Summit happens.
And shout out to my owners for them being the type of people that listen.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And be able to take criticism and be able to take advice, especially from a young guy like me, from other people, just to know that, okay, you know, it's to do the right thing if you want to keep this business going.
Real shit. Okay. Shout out to them, you feel me? And that's the thing. Once you keep it in family.
It's all about the community too, because
the communities definitely support you. Definitely. You've been out here making opportunities. You brought with Timmy out. Are you the
It wasn't just me.
Are you the official DJ for El Frankie?
Right now, yeah. Yeah, right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
You know, and my thing is, I want to be the DJ where it's not just Frankie. You know what I'm saying? I want Liberia. My thing is, like I said, I want Liberian artists to be able to have quality, bro, and be able to have the respect like every other fucking nationality, period. And our artists having a good DJ is something that I've sought for so many years and watched niggas come on tours where they're having problems with DJs fucking up their music. There's a lot of stupid shit going on. So it's like, when I'm able to link with a Liberian artist and be able to stand behind him to give him what I feel like is my body of work, good quality body of work, I'm always like 100% ready for that. And if me and Frankie is able to build a relationship from that, where it's like, it's great business and also family, like I said, it's all about God. That's why I tell people, if you don't want something to happen, He wouldn't put you in that position. You get what I'm saying? And that's for me, that's what it's about, and I believe in that. So when shit like that present itself to me, it's like, yo, just He show you the sign, do what you gotta do, bro.
You're doing it.
That's it. So yeah.
Is recognition important? And I asked that question.
Nah, bro.
No, I asked that question in a sense of,
because I feel like I'm one of the most underrated DJs.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
There's a lot of DJ beefs and back and forth. And why is it? Because at one point all of you guys was coexisting at Club Summit. How did that whole transaction even conspire? That club was like, I could say you guys made damn near 1,000+ every night. You feel me? Just even on off nights.
First of all, that whole Club Summit shit. When I had first came to Fargo, bro, I moved to Fargo. I wasn't even trying to DJ, bro. I used to go to the club. At that time, it was still Club Africa. Francis had the spot.
Shout out to Francis.
You already know. And I was just staying and just listen to niggas and just watch niggas do their thing. cool. I remember one weekend I had came to the spot. I think Benny V or one of them. I told Francis like, "Yo, LIB is in town." Well, I didn't even DJ. I just had the mic. I just came and grabbed the mic. For instance, when I was leaving the club after that night, when I had the mic, Francis was like, "Bro, I need you to come on board." We had a conversation or whatever. But right before we could talk again, that whole situation happened where the club got, you know what I'm saying? Switched out from underneath Francis or whatever.
The first time.
Right. So Francis lost the spot. The spot reopened up. Niggas came back. I wasn't even thinking about DJing to the spot. Had a regular job. Doing my shit. I guess some shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Some shit got missing.
I heard about that.
Some niggas had some shit to do with it. They lost their DJs.
Who owned the club?
When I got brought in, it was the white people. Dan Hicks and
among
Tyler.
y'all.
Nobody owned shit.
Who did everybody answer to apart from the white man?
Nobody.
There has to be. So
that was the problem.
Was you guys on payroll or was it just?
We was on payroll we was getting checks in our LLCs. So that's the thing. It's like,
so how many brands was okay? There's Eyes of the City. There's you.
Bro, everybody was getting a piece of the pie. That was the problem.
That was a good deal, though.
Bro, that was the problem.
Where did things go wrong?
Like I said, that was the problem. Niggas getting free checks and not doing what they supposed to do. You don't need 25 niggas to run a nightclub.
Thanks.
We've been able to do it with 2, me and Recognize. How many promoters we got at Classic Tech? Niggas look at it like, oh, you being selfish. But it's like, how the fuck am I being selfish? Really think about it. You're collecting unnecessary money. So am I being selfish or you're being a thief?
Thanks.
You want to get paid for services that you're not providing. You're a promoter, right?
That's bad business.
You're supposed to be, thank you. So are we here to do business or are we, that's the problem that Summit had. And the folks didn't listen. I'm not going to say it the way I want to say it, but you know who I'm talking about. They didn't listen. Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you got a promotion manager, do manager, bar manager, the other manager, that other manager. Everybody want to be Uncle Sam. And you cutting a check at least $700.
No, nobody wants to be a worker. Everybody wants to be the boss.
You feel me?
Right.
And we doing events that don't make sense. Events back to back to back to back to back.
Just pushing it. Money hungry, huh?
Right. Just trying to get the dollar. You literally over the community is getting tired.
Yeah.
You're overworking it.
And it's like lower level. It's effort, but lower level.
Lower effort. It's like the promotion. What promotion are you really doing? You know what I'm saying? There's strategies to it. It's like we came in, we brought our, okay. So for example, right? Imagine when I first got brought into Summit. Summit used to be packed. For the couple of months that I was the lead DJ there, it was just me, the bar manager, and at that time, Derek, the white guy, was the manager. Before Derek, when they got rid of Derek and brought them guys back, and I got made the DJ for Sundays instead of Fridays and Saturdays, guess what happened?
Wow.
People stopped coming to the club. The numbers started to drop. And everybody started to blame it on everything else, but it's like, bro, y'all don't understand. A club has one formula, bro. And the people like what the people like. As much as they felt like people didn't come to the club because of me, for me, Classic Touch was my opportunity to show them. Like, people do come out because of me. Doing shows was my opportunity to show them. Like, nigga, all these people in Fargo, they've been knowing who LIB is for years. Like I said, the biggest advantage I got is my experience, the brand I've built over the years. Most of the people that you feel like I don't know, oh yeah, I know.
And speaking of that, I see you value relationships. You're one of those people who value. I can see you where you believe that the right friendship is worth more than money sometimes, right?
Of course.
I see you and Tony have a very healthy relationship.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all get money together. Yeah. I see y'all did the trucking thing, the DJing.
Yo, no, the trucking thing, that wasn't me and Tone, but yeah, me and Tone got a bunch of. It's like, for me, money is something that comes and go, but your name and your reputation is something that will always stay.
Facts.
Bro, you could have hundreds of thousands of dollars today. That should be gone like tomorrow. You could be fucking homeless on the street and people will be saying, oh, look at that stupid man. He should be rich. He lost all your money. You get what I'm saying?
That's really how it be.
Money is like, I don't want to say I don't value money, but money is something that I don't put before life.
Facts.
You feel me?
And that's
I don't put money first.
That's how you're going to stop from selling your soul.
Right.
You feel me? That's how you're going to stop from selling your soul.
Right. You know, I don't put money first because it's like money is the thing where it's like, bro, people say money is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? People say money not Gina.
Gina. For people who don't know, what's Gina?
It's like a devil.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody views African.
Shout out, bro. Pangana one time, bro.
Pangana?
Yeah.
What? They made hit in the whole colors.
Yeah, Pangana made a song called Money Not Gina.
Money Not Gina.
Yeah, look that shit up. Shit hot.
You feel me?
Yeah,
oh, you see what I'm saying? You're so deeply rooted in LIB.
Yeah, bro. You gotta live.
What is your goal with this? LIB to the world?
It's to take LIB music as far as I can. You get what I'm saying? It's to leave a legacy, bro. You want when you go one day, people could stand and say, yo, I remember 10 years ago when LIB and them was, you know what I'm saying? I want my kids to walk down the street and people be proud to say, yo, that's LIB daughter. Maybe even take money from that pocket and just give it to her because of what I did when I was here. You get what I'm saying? Where she was standing. Or maybe she'll be in a situation one day, somebody just help her out. And she wouldn't even know why, just because of the daddy.
For sure.
You feel me? That's what would make me proud in heaven or whatever, and just be looking down and like, okay, I left a legacy that my kids could be proud of, that they want to carry on.
At least you're one of the one year, because right now, guys, men especially, we have a stigma of not being there for of what you provide, but not being there
physically
for your kids, not caring, shit like that. Sometimes it could be the people seem to forget sometimes a two-way street. Right. Just because certain situations seem a certain way does not mean the person's always wrong, but the stigma is still around, right? Right. So you've been a DJ, you're hot, man. How do you stay out of all that drama, females and da-di-da? Because I remember Club Summit, there was a lot of that. Females fighting here and there, woo-woo, but I never saw you in the mix. You had a beautiful wife and you stayed out the way, you focused on your family, and now you have a kid and you're being successful. Before you answer that question, with all the success you've been having, right? Do you take it as like the next one? Ate that next one, or do you every single one you treat it like it's your first trophy?
Right.
Which one?
For me, every single one is like this is the first one, because you never know what opportunity you're gonna get for that one. You know what I'm saying? Every opportunity brings an opportunity. You feel me? For example, right? The first one was the Polo G. I treated it like I've never been on the stage like that before. But I have, but not in Fargo, right? Because of that.
A stage like Polo G?
Yeah.
Not in Fargo? Where?
No, I'm saying I've been on bigger stage.
Where? Who?
I did Echo Stage DC before with Flavor. I did it with Wizkid before.
Bro, Wizkid
I opened up for Flavor and Wizkid before.
Bro, what?
In DC.
For real?
And I performed at Kind of Festival with Christoph The Change. on stage, and that's a big stage with a big crowd. Like even this year, me and Frankie is doing Icona Fest, and then we're doing Party in the Park, ATL. That's a big festival too. So it's like
you've been doing this.
So yeah, I've been on big stages, but it's like I treated that like it was my first time.
Right.
I was nervous, nigga. I even had bubble guts because it's like, okay, this is a whole new city, a whole different. You got to treat it like you never did this shit before. You got to go out there and do
first impression.
You got to go out there and kill it, right? I guess I had a great impression on them. They brought me back for the Lil Wayne. And I was the only Fargo DJ or artist that got to open up on the Wayne show.
Did your thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Tone and Tone because what people don't understand, you got to give people their flowers while they're alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And most of what I got going on in Fargo, what a lot of people don't know is because of Tone. You feel me? And I want to give him his flowers today because he was the one nigga that do the same shit I do in Fargo, right? That did not look at me like a threat, but look at me like a brother. Yeah. That we could do shit together, make money together, do events together, and you know what I'm saying? And everybody could have a pie. And that's the number one respect I got for Tony Tone, to be able to not be one of them niggas where it's like, oh, that nigga DJ, I'm a DJ, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always try to shit on him and just do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga, shout out to Tone, man.
Nigga like, bro, let's get it. You feel me? And when you got a nigga like that leave room for other niggas to grow, you know what I'm saying, and want to pull his niggas up with him however he can, you know what I'm saying? Bless him.
Bless him.
Bless him. Because it's hard. It's hard to find niggas like that. It's a few. Sure. So, bless him, man. Big up to you, Tone.
And shout out to Tony Tone, and big ups to you for being a man who can actually give somebody his flowers, right?
Right.
Now, whatever problems you guys may have had at Club Summit, okay, you have a brother, you got new brothers, you doing your thing. Classic right. Touch was on a great run. You guys about to reopen. Everything's looking good. Club Onyx.
Right.
They're your former colleagues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You guys used to work in the same club.
Right.
There's no bad blood?
They're the guys.
They're the guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have feature collabs with Classic Touch?
It's always room. You get what I'm saying? It's always room. But we do good business. If the business is right, we do it. If it's bad, we won't. Simple. You feel me? It's always room. That's why I tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had an interaction with me, especially when it comes to money, like I feel like, okay, I'm gonna say something today. Maybe these niggas could take it and use it, and maybe it might help them. One of the reasons why I feel like I've been a little successful in Fargo is that I make sure everybody eat before I even eat.
For sure.
I do an event and I'll lose.
Won't that make you?
But I'll make sure.
Won't that starve you though?
That at the end of the day, you win doing that more than that money you're gonna take. Because those people are going home happy, right? And they're thinking, and you're like, your next event that might be bigger, they might go harder for you.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say I do an event with you, for example. You know what I'm saying? You sell 100 tickets. You bring me back all that money. You know what I'm saying? The event is successful. I don't even look at you and give you $100. You gonna want to sell me tickets again? Thanks. But you bring me 100 ticket money, I look at you, I give you 250.
Shit.
You going like, shit, I just sold 100 ticket and made 250. Nigga, next time give me 200. Yeah. I want 500.
That's how you build relationships.
You feel me?
Thanks. It's like
nobody.
It's like you taking a L now, but you win later.
You win in a bigger way.
Right.
That's why I tell people when I do events, I never lose. Even if I lose financially, I did not lose.
You got something out of it.
I did not lose. Either 5, 6, 7, 8 people come to that event, the experience they get from that event, how it turned out, they'll go word of mouth. Oh, we went to that ball concert. It was good. We have fun. We enjoy ourselves. The next time, they might bring friends. Friends bring friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but what we're trying to do is build a brand. Like, we started off with Bisa. Was the first show.
Bisa.
Yeah. Shout out my boy, Hot Nigga.
Hot Nigga. My
you know what I'm saying?
motherfucking boy.
Shout out my boy.
Nigga.
I'm going to spark this blowing and be like on his behalf. Hot Nigga leads, Hot Nigga lies.
Oh, we gotta get Hot Nigga on PRTV.
Of course.
It's necessary, you feel
know
me?
what I'm saying? Maybe we'll come through together.
Yeah, pull up,
That'd
man.
be a
You
good
always
one.
welcome here. Always
you know
welcome here. And
so,
and that's another thing, right? You're very loyal.
That's my brother.
And that just goes to show overall, you're very loyal to people you say you care about, right?
Right.
Now, in this business, right? You don't have to speak on it, but I bet you've been snaked behind closed doors.
Of course.
Right? Do you believe, there goes for anything. Say like your partner cheated on you before, you forgive them, that thought that they might do it again. Ooh.
Right.
It goes the same concept as business.
Right.
If somebody burn you once, can they burn you again? Do you double back, or once a person burn you, it's over with?
I've got to the point where it's one and done with me. Right? I didn't start off like that. I feel like I have a good heart because I grew up in a good home. I have a mother that have a very good heart. And me being a Libra, I feel like people take advantage of me a lot. They take my kindness for weakness, even when it comes to relationships.
That's crazy you said that. I'm a Libra too. When was you?
9/29, September 29.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm October Libra.
Right, but same shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like growing up, having girlfriends and shit like that, I always felt like people took advantage of my kindness. Even recently, I was supposed to be married.
Who took advantage of that kindness?
The person I was supposed to be married to. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? The woman I'm with now is not who I was supposed to be married to.
The mother of your child?
The mother of my current child is not who I was supposed to be married to, no.
Okay, and
I met her after that situation.
So, and this person is still in Philly, and that's the mother of
No. That's not even the mother of my first child.
Daddy is a Rolling Stone.
We didn't have a child together.
This man is around the way. How many baby mamas do you have?
I don't have baby. She's not my baby mom. Huh? We have no child together.
All right, so you have, okay, your first baby mama is the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Right?
We broke up.
And then you had
years ago.
Right, and you had somebody else in the middle between her.
Bro, you know how many relationships I was?
No, I'm talking about the one married. We're talking key moments, obviously.
Yeah, so the girl I was supposed to get married to, I met when I left Atlanta and moved to Arizona.
Let's shine light on her, right? Because stuff like that.
I don't want to do that.
Not shine light on her as in, so speak on her. But certain things happen. And it fucks with you, right?
Right.
You don't feed into that no more, obviously, but does that ever come across your mind? Like,
of course, every betrayal, every disappointment in life is a blessing, right? And forgiveness is for self. That's why I tell people.
I'm gonna leave it right at that. That's some real shit.
Forgiveness is for you. It's for yourself. It's not for whoever that did you wrong. I'm gonna forgive you, but I just don't fuck with you.
Simple as that.
You feel me? Oh, bro, I'll see you and walk right past you. I ain't gonna want to pull up a gun. Nah, I'm gonna let you live with that guilt of what you did to me. That's the biggest punishment you could do for anybody.
Real shit. DJ LIB, define a gangster.
Gangster. I don't
define.
What's a gangster? That's why I ask people. What's a gangster? What you see on TV?
I'm asking your definition.
Well, from what I know, education-wise,
what do you?
The word gangster comes from gang, right? And stir is a person in a gang, right? Right? So if I'm going by that definition, to me, that's what a gangster is. Somebody that's in a gang. That's a gangster. Right?
What about stand up? Like how BDs and GDs, there's like Black Disciple, that's the structure, right? So like stuff like you know what I'm saying, things like that.
So I'm not really familiar with the whole Black Disciples and that whole gang culture shit. You feel me? Because that's not
the way you said you was from Philly and then you can never.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, right? Philly don't have gangs. We don't do gangs.
Oh yeah?
Philly got blocks.
Oh, like y'all do sets?
No, blocks. So if you from 25th and, for example, you from 25th and Tasker, right? You and your niggas, that's the block y'all grew up on. So you and all your niggas that live on that block, those are your niggas. It's kind of like Chicago.
Right.
You feel me? That's how Philly is. But like I told you, I was never the kid that wanted to be a part of that culture. I just hung around a bunch of niggas that was a part of that. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't gang. It wasn't like niggas was shooting each other because we're in a gang or we're in a clique.
The reason I asked,
you know what I'm saying? Niggas were, at the time when I was growing up in Philly, my neighborhood is like, okay, we live on this block. We don't like them niggas from that block, so we don't go on their block. You know what I'm saying? We stay on our block. We stay on our area and do our shit. You feel me? But if we run into them niggas, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the time, Philly, the gun culture wasn't even like that because Philly gun laws were so strict. Nigga, you get caught with a gun as a youngin', you trying to do 10 years.
Damn, it's stricter than the New York laws?
Yeah, it's just like New York. So it's like, I think it's every bullet that's in it is like a couple of years. So it's like.
Speaking about guns, you heard Lil Boosie? Lil Boosie just got picked up by the feds.
For having a gun?
Like I think they said at first it was a state case and he beat it, I think. Well, not I think, allegedly he beat it while he was coming out the court or maybe in the courtroom. The feds picked him up. Maybe on the Sim gun case, because feds can do that. You know what I'm saying? And there's like, so.
He already had federal charges before it. But I don't know, like I said.
Now the reason
that's Boosie's situation. But I just feel like, I don't know his case or whatever, right? But if I'm the nigga that got that kind of money, bro, I don't gotta carry no gun, bro.
Right, and that's why
I could hire my guns.
Exactly, and that's why I asked you the definition of a gangster, because they be thinking about everything that's
nigga. A real gangster, right, is Al Capone. Nigga, a real gangster is John Gotti. Niggas, the head of the Italian mafia.
Yeah.
Where he's like, bro, I don't gotta lift.
One word and shit.
There you go. I don't gotta lift. A real gangster is half of the African president. Where is that? On some funny shit. Where these niggas just sit there and say, go kill that motherfucker and you'll be dead tomorrow.
Whole village wiped out.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real gangster. Man. A real gangster was child stealing.
Talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I'm not gonna do nothing, bro, but you gonna disappear. Like, niggas like El Chapo and them, those are gangsters, bro. Those are the people that like, they control a gang of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're in the gang and they could do whatever the fuck they want to you when they want to.
Nah, reason niggas gotta ask these questions is because a nigga like you from Philly, you feel me, you have a background, but you're doing this music, so that's your focus. You come out here and people are just acting like this, acting like that, but you just trying to stay focused and trying to keep doing what you're doing.
I gotta go, bro. Like I told you, I don't live for people. I live for me.
Feel like that.
The number one rule of life is to be a leader, not a follower. You think for yourself. Don't let people think for you.
And you going to the moon with that mentality. You going.
Bro, I wish.
Whole lot of stuff
I'm praying on it. By God, bro, my whole life is in God's hands.
Do you see yourself in Fargo in a year time?
Yeah, hopefully.
You like it here?
Fargo has a lot of opportunity. No, I like hot states. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But sometimes in life, you have to look at what's happening.
Yeah.
And make decisions based on that. You get what I'm saying? Right. If I'm winning, why am I leaving?
I mean, shit, you making a name for yourself.
If I have opportunities.
Everybody knows DJ LIB.
Right. It's not about the name.
It's not, but it can be good too, though.
Everybody can
get you, can make, you can bring people together.
The name is the brand, right?
There we go.
Right? And the brand brings what? Finance.
Hell yeah.
Right? I have goals. I have bigger shit that I want to do in the city. If any radio station that's listening or run across this fucking video in Fargo, excuse my language, hire me. You know what I'm saying? I have places I want to go with this. It's not just doing shows, doing concert. No, eventually I want to sit on the radio, and I feel like I have the voice for it. I feel like I have the
shout out Spotlight LIB. You
right.
Know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Spotlight LIB is something we came up with, but we're still working on that. You know, there's a lot of shit. So it's like, yeah, bro, we have goals. It's not being
You're not just out here to play.
Being a part of a gang.
And you see your potential too. That's why I like
you. Have to.
You realize.
You have to.
You don't wait till it gets too late and feel like, oh shit. You see it right now and you're doing what you
have to, bro. You have to. You have to do it, because if you don't do it, who's gonna do it for you?
Russia.
Like I said, if you don't leave your legacy, who's gonna leave it for you?
Russia.
Bro, you could be here today and gone tomorrow.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So if you think about doing something, do it.
Basically, what you're trying to say is get off your ass. You could be dead.
Do it. Just do it.
And if you don't want to do it for yourself, at least do it for your loved ones and people. Like he said, he do what he do so that tomorrow people can see his kids and just want to do something just off the strength of what you've done.
Right.
You're doing a great job. You putting people on all these shows. You just brought Frankie, hot nigga, opened up. You feel me? LIB Hot Boy, you feel me?
Right.
And I just want to say I'm proud of you and how you just keep elevating.
Appreciate that, bro.
You keep elevating, you keep going up. So with all these accomplishments, you basically stamped, you feel me? My goal with PRTV, our goal with PRTV is to push the culture.
Right.
The reason I have you on here is because I feel like you are a part of the culture, not just Fargo culture, culture as a whole. Because you might get a show right now, you might do a show for one of these DJs, and just like that, something can happen. You could be signed, and the next thing you know,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Before that happens, you already there in my eyes. You feel me? All these accomplishments. What's next for DJ LIB?
Only God knows. I can't tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. You get what I'm saying?
Take it day by day, step by step.
That's how I look at it.
Trust the process.
Trust your process. Just keep chasing, though. Stay positive. You get what I'm saying? Even when you get disappointed, stay positive. Keep chasing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not always gonna go right, bro. Went to take a plane, my flight canceled. I go take 2 buses just to make it to another flight, just to be able to make it to a show. You feel me? So don't let the little, how do they call it? It's like you climbing a ladder, right? Mm-hmm. And there's little obstacles on the ladder. Don't let that little obstacle push you down. You got to go around it and climb on top of it. Keep climbing up. For sure. That's how I look at it as far as that shit, because it's like, just keep doing it.
You got to keep going.
Just keep doing it.
And right now you're on tour with El Frankie?
Right. Tomorrow we go to Providence. So tomorrow I'm flying out to go to Providence.
You're on the road, huh? We almost... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ LIB. We almost did not do this interview. You feel me? My boy pulled up on me last minute, showed me love.
Because I had to get a haircut, man. You knew you got to get fresh. I was looking scruffy. I couldn't come sit here doing this shit.
Nah, everything's super. I appreciate you. You came out, you feel me? So, and I just want to say keep going up, you feel me? Like there's a lot of things coming. And you know, for those that don't know, behind the camera is MCG Pap. I do rap. And my boy here has put me onto a lot of shit. And we'll have a lot of stuff coming soon, you feel me? Stay tuned.
Classic
PRT.
Touch open July 1st by God's grace.
For sure.
We got a kitchen now. We'll be selling food leads.
Hell yeah.
You can get roasted meat, roasted fish, a check it. You know what I'm saying? Finger food, fried chicken. So now when you come to the spot, we even got a patio, so we'll have hookah.
Come on now.
Throughout the summer. You know what I'm saying? Got hookah on the patio.
And for people of the city, y'all gotta understand this, yeah? If you don't know how to handle your liquor, chill.
Right. We want peace, you know what I'm saying? And the events, you see, we try to do is like grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? We're getting older. Let's stay peaceful. Because the only way these other folks in this city, and y'all know who I'm talking about, that's not very fond of us, is gonna respect us if we show them that we could be intelligent, smart, peaceful people. But we show them that we're a bunch of dickheads that always want to fuck shit up and shoot shit up, and they're not gonna give us opportunities to grow. You feel me? That's just plain blank simple. And that's the reason why niggas can't get liquor licenses for clubs and because they're afraid of what, you know what I'm saying, what could possibly happen at these places.
And y'all be giving them good reason to think this.
Right. When we're exhibiting those kind of behaviors, what are they supposed to say?
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and anyway, fuck them. Like,
my plea to everybody is to...
Y'all just do right. We got leaders like DJ LIB. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Classic
there's
Touch.
money,
We got people
there's money that's even out there
the
for us that it could give to the community if we play our cards right.
For sure.
You feel me?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. A year from now, I'm finna be looking at this interview. I have a classic right here. I feel it in my bones. You feel me?
A year from now, only God knows, bro.
Only God knows, but I have a good.
That's why I tell anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But we pray for positive, like I said, we pray for good things to keep happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't do it for bad things to happen. We do it because we want to keep winning, right? So hopefully we keep going up, and only God knows, bro.
Rest they out.
That's the only thing.
DJ LIB on tour with El Frankie. He just did a show with him.
Yeah. Y'all go follow me too, man.
Yeah.
I need to get the 10K.
10K? What?
Official DJ LIB on Instagram. Official DJ LIB on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Emmanuel DJ LIB. You know what I'm saying? Snapchat, official DJ LIB.
Do you have a YouTube so I can tag you in this?
YouTube, just type DJ LIB.
Okay.
But it's official DJ LIB too.
For sure.
YouTube. Everything is official DJ LIB.
Feel me? And I love that you got platforms because here at PRTV, the goal is to put the face to the brand.
Yeah.
And we sat down, we talked to DJ LIB, and I can feel that LIB vibes in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming through, showing love. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
Do you have any last words for the people? You know what I'm saying?
Man, everybody just stay positive. Keep chasing your hustle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to PRTV. Shout out to you, man, for believing in yourself, to wanting to do something, you know what I'm saying, that contributes to the culture, that contributes to the community, that contributes to what we all got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of how somebody might see it, what you're doing benefits all of us. You know what I'm saying? You doing this interview benefit me in a way, benefit you in a way, benefit a kid or somebody that might be sitting somewhere watching this video and might gain something from it.
And you dropped a lot of jewels. I ain't gonna lie. You said some real shit. It's one of them interviews. I didn't have to say too much, bro. He kept it thorough. He kept it 100. You came.
I'm glad you had fun, man.
Yeah, nah, it was all love, bro. You feel me? DJ LIB.
The thing they hit me like a bongo. I beg you bring another show. Take your lady to the condo. If we dey hit and she dey sharp more.